being actually, resigning, because she resigned. She's one of the MPs when she saw that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa was up to something by Sengezo Chabangu. She didn't wait to be recalled. She quickly actually excused herself from the fast that was done by the parliament of Zimbabwe, led by the corrupt, self-centered, and also incompetent, Speaker of Parliament. That is none other than Jacob Mutenda, the man who think with his stomach and nothing more or that. I think a clown a very, very old and tired clown whose jokes are actually, not amusing at all. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. I must say, Fadzai Mahere is one of the very few smart women in Zimbabwe. She can never be bought. That is why when she saw that parliament was contaminated, she quickly actually excused herself from the disorder that was going on. And she has been acting as a parliamentarian outside the parliament on social media, holding the government to account. And she has actually weighed in the plot for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to seek for a third term. Now, this should never be sugar-coated. This is not the extension of the term. This is seeking for a third term from a very, very poorly performing president. They tell us that there is growth in Zimbabwe. There is, on their economic forecast, investors, whatever they have created Zimbabwe to be one of the best investment, whatever destination. That is all hogwash. Remember, it's them who produces the statistics. So, you should be very, very stupid to believe in the statistics that is provided by ZANU-PF. When it comes to credibility, they are known. They are not anywhere nearer to credibility. So, Fadzai Mahere has fired shot. Listen what she says. She says, in fact, firstly, she says, they were not fighting against Robert Gabriel Mugabe. They were fighting to become a worse version of him. Even on his worst day, Mugabe never banned elections. He would steal elections, but at least he would have them. His successors are doing away with even those fake optics of being in power pursuant to the will of the people. Zimbabwe is the best example of West type of leadership. They pledged not to overstay in power, yet they are doing exactly that. And she says we need a new leader. So I think it's almost closed. Not closed. In fact, this is the truth. Mnangagwa did not remove Robert Gabriel Mugabe to change the system. Mnangagwa removed Robert Gabriel Mugabe to create his dynasty. That is the only reason, not to improve the livelihoods of the people. That is why they have done none. His wife is busy stealing from the state coffers, running around the bushes, taking pictures in the bushes, pretending to care for the environment, most probably because of her loneliness. But otherwise, and because of the failing relationship between her and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, you can tell that also that relationship is in trouble. She does not stop there. She also goes to say, no politician that wins elections will ban elections. And that's the truth. Mnangagwa has been struggling in terms of winning elections. He has been beaten by Nelson Chamisa twice. Don't worry about the results that they announce. We know that they rigged elections, and there is overwhelming evidence that they indeed rigged elections. And they poorly did it, especially under Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. During Robert Gabriel Mugabe, he would try to produce a better statistics, and also he will allow the opposition to exist, though with a few seats, but sometimes he would even allow the opposition to exist with many seats. And in some instances, he was indeed voted. He wasn't. Unlike Mnangagwa, I doubt if Mnangagwa gets more than 10% of the votes. In fact, the 20-something that they say he's getting, I don't think he even reaches that. It has been a nightmare to him, considering the money they pour into elections, and also considering the fact that people don't like him. This is the worst president who is not liked by the people of Zimbabwe, and he knows that. So, banning elections, it shows his experience. Elections always give him the headaches. Elections are always an embarrassment to him. Even if they try to put people together, we have seen people not, even in terms of delivery of the speech, is very, very poor. Very, very poor. No sane person can actually listen for more than 5 seconds to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Even someone who recites poem, I think it's not. We can't call him. He can't even qualify by far. So Fadzai Mahere goes to say, when you see a politician banning elections, it's because they are afraid of their rigging machine will break and their loss would be laid bare for all to see. Because how many times, especially in the 2023 elections, I think we must give thumbs up to the media as well as everybody who participated. Mnangagwa was exposed left, right, and center. That is why now, in the remaining few years that he still have to live, he is making sure that he would never have to be haunted by trying to rig elections, only to be exposed. They worked very hard, they are pouring a lot of money. So now he doesn't want elections, but he still wants to stay in power. He is performing badly. He still wants to stay in power. He is actually stealing a lot of money on a daily basis. But this same individual still wants to stay in power. And the question is, what for? What is it that he will do which is new? Within the next in the 2 years that he has extended. In fact, if it was according to me, Mnangagwa should not be allowed even to finish this year, because he has caused a lot of untold suffering. He is a pure personification of a failed president. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that